strawberry fragrance oil. Hello everyone, let's make a scented candle on a budget. We are going to need a glass jar, or rather a normal candle jar. Mine is already labeled. I used a sticker note and some black sellotape to put the label on. And then we're going to need some pair of scissors, which we'll use to trim off the wicks when the candle is ready. There is my strawberry fragrance oil and some 5 pieces of candles, which I guess will be enough for that size of the jar. Now let's melt our candle into wax. And I don't like using non-stick pans. They give me a very hard time when it's time to clean. So I'm going to use an aluminum pan to melt the candles. You can stir your candles for some time or leave them to melt on their own until your wicks are all ready. That's when you take them off, put the heat off, and then let your wax cool for some time. We're going to take one of the wicks from our normal candle and use it to create the new candle. So because my jar is not so big, I'm going to use just one wick and center it in the middle of the jar. Remember, my wax is still cooling, but it should not cool off for a long time. This is quite a hard work, especially if you have your nails on. Yeah, and I don't have a wicks holder, so I'm going to use my scissors to hold the wicks for me and to make it stable in one position even when I pour the wax in the jar. Now it's time to pour the fragrance oil into the wax and then mix it perfectly until they blend into one. They blend into a one concoction or something like that. Yeah. Don't let your wax cool like mine. I let it sit for a longer time. That is why there's so much wax left on the pan. So I'll have to put my pan back on heat and then take off the remaining wax from the pan. Heating the remaining wax from the pan will even make it easier for me to wipe the wax off the pan. You can see it was much, actually too much to be left over. And by the way, you use alcohol and serviettes to wipe off the wax from your pan. Now I'll let the candles cool off for some time as I clean the wax surface and do some house chores. And after it's done, you trim off the wicks, and your candle is ready. For commercial purposes, you can melt your sink hole using a gun or a blow dryer. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.